Hi, my name is Athena, and I'm a film major, specifically a screenwriting major, but you get it. I recently watched The Mitchells vs. the Machines, and I loved it.
Wait. They're coming.
Here's a quick explanation of it if you haven't seen it already. I will make it spoiler free. It follows the Mitchells, a family of four, plus Monchi.
Is that a dog or dog, pig, dog, pig, loaf of bread, system error?
Our protagonist is the daughter, Katie. She's an aspiring filmmaker who is off to the film school of her dreams in California.
I always felt a little different than everyone else. So I did what any outsider would do. Made weird art.
Behold, cinema!
The evening before she leaves, her father breaks her laptop. Katie makes short films on YouTube, and her father doesn't understand them, or technology in general. They get into a huge fight, so in order to mend the relationship, her dad decides to cancel her flight, and they decide to go on a family road trip.
I canceled your plane ticket to college.
And then, while they're at a pit stop, the robot invasion comes to ruin their day. I hate it when that happens. One thing that I want to mention before I talk about the movie itself is the stellar cast. It's ridiculous how much talent is in this. Abby Jacobson, Danny McBride, Maya Rudolph, Olivia Colman, Eric Andre, Fred Armisen, Beck Bennett, Shashir Zameda, Jay Farrow, Conan O'Brien, John Legend, Chrissy Teigen, Blake Griffin, Elle Mills, and get ready for the last one, Doug the Pug. As I said, so much talent. A couple things that I want to point out about the cast is that there's a lot from SNL. And also, why isn't Natasha Lyonne in this? You know, because of Fred and Maya? No? Okay. I guess I'm just a big fan of hers. Also, Elle Mills, a YouTuber, is in this. Yay, that's great for meshing old media with new media. I'll get into that in a few. Let's talk more about the movie first. Well, kind of. I want to talk specifically about Katie's character. She is very relatable, which can be hard to pull off in an animated movie, in the sense that their world can have different rules to them, but Katie felt very grounded and real. I might just be saying this because I heavily relate to her character. She has weird interests, and her whole dynamic that she has with her family is also very relatable. They don't try to be a perfect family. It's something that the mother character actually struggles with. That's why I really like the movie, because I can sympathize with all of them. I can understand the brother's fear to not admit that he's a dork, that the dad doesn't feel like he's not doing a good enough job, and the mom wants the family to be perfect, but no family is. I can see myself in all of the characters. Moving on to animation, I loved it. Something that I like to think about what makes animation so unique is that you have more options, I think. I mean, the rules of the world can be different than what we have in person. So I can't wait to see what filmmakers choose to do with an animated movie. I really like the style of animation. I actually don't know enough about animation to kind of speak on it, but I liked it. I really enjoyed the extra flares of having more graphics, because it felt true to Katie's character, being colorful and having her own flair on everything. A point that I would like to make about this film that I only kind of mentioned is the combining of old media and new media. I am a Gen Z, so I spent a lot of my middle school, high school, and now college on YouTube every day. These people are people that I look up to, that inspire me. I would say even more so than traditional media, because I can relate to them and I know that they are a person, not just a company. Anyways, I say this because I think that the big media companies or entertainers of tomorrow, or rather even today, need to step it up and get on it. Elle Mills joining this cast and working with Sony, but also kind of Netflix, is a huge step for creators. I know others have broken out of the YouTube bubble and have moved on, but I think that you need to balance both. Keep a foot in both doors. Especially because the creator space has just been growing and growing. I think that it has worked really well here, because of the type of content that Elle makes. She makes YouTube videos that are like short films. It feels less like a stupid casting PR. I really like the story about internet culture as a whole. At parts it can be a little cringy, but overall I think it worked really well. I think the casting an actual YouTuber was a great choice. One word that people are using to describe this film is quirky. And I would agree, but I think we need to stop using that word. Because it comes at a point where quirky can turn into cringy. An example of that would be me. I would say that this film is whimsical, zany, I don't know, just anything other than quirky. That being said, I would definitely check it out if you haven't seen it already. It's a lot of fun. I love it.